I'm back with another triggering topic. I want to talk about colorism and how it directly affects Black women. And yes, I'm in my feelings about this. And yes, it will be hard to watch this video, but I promise you that you need to if you're a Black woman. But before I get into my commentary, please watch these clips.
You're like really grounded for Christ. Everything is meant for you is meant for you. So if you was born dark skinned, you was born to go through what you were supposed to go through. She black.
Oh, wow, don't kill me, bruh. It always be those ones. Like, why? Why
Yeah,
they
the
hate
dark
for it?
skinned ones that be looking.
Why? Why?
The dark and dusty ones that be scared.
That be looking like a dot.
That be like jealous, so jealous of girl. Like,
Oh my god, light skin girls. Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah,
Shit, crazy.
I'm crazy.
Jealous.
Regular schmack. She black.
Oh, wow, don't kill me.
You so dark, you dumb. And I'm like, nah, you definitely mixed with something. And they would get mad, but in the Bay, you could meet a girl before you can say her name, be like, hey, what you mixed with? And she'd probably tell you that her mama's this, her daddy's that. And mixed heritage women have always been my favorite. Like, I don't think I've ever fallen in love with a woman that wasn't mixed.
Really?
And the debate did that to me.
Really?
Because it's something you get, I feel that way about life too. Like biracial babies are, you could take the two ugliest from different races, and make a baby, and that baby just be beautiful. It happens all the time. You laughing, but it's true.
Bruh.
You be like, I know y'all didn't make that little pretty baby, and you can see the features in it though. You like, but y'all did. I see it.
Girls never seem to like me. Black girls, who's the hottest one? You're so the hottest black girl. Okay, too black. Who really knows? I'm Puerto Rican, Brazilian, and black. I grew up around like white kids, and so dark skinned girls. They get the ghetto black bitch. She's gonna punk you all the time.
Outside in the fucking picking cotton bleach, and I was in a house.
But listen, this what you ain't understand.
Special report for Get Entertainment. I don't usually do this, but it's for my friend Tina Davina. It's her birthday party. It's the all black everything birthday party. I don't really think it's a good idea with all these black people walking around because black on black, it's hard to see. I can't really see who's who in all black. I can only see the beige people like Cecily, Jason, Janlyn, kind of Tina, myself. Everybody else, I only see Teeth and eyes. So
I like black women, you know what I'm saying, my family, but like I would never like date a black woman. Never date a blackie.
I want the lightest one. I want the lightest one. I'm colorist, chat. I need something light and bright that can sleep good at night and ride this motherfucker right.
Like,
See, don't be mad because we got good skin.
you know what I'm saying?
Good skin
Don't be
complexion.
mad because we light skinned, you know what I'm saying? And we got the skin that you know what I'm
Niggas
saying?
wish they had.
Okay.
My last question, why you so black?
cause my parents.
Okay, we are.
Real hair, okay? Ain't no tracks, ain't no must, ain't no stanky ass hair. That's real. What is you talking about? No, cause them black bitches, do you know that they them braids under them tracks and shit, that shit be stanking. Man, you ever smelt a black bitch head? Boy, you'll throw up. What is you talking about? Hey, look.
Go for the Ghana food and half-bus cunt, they're saying I'm blunt. But I found me a snowflake thing, cause the black ones hurt my head too much, that's yuck.
Light skin and fair skin was better than black skin. Why? That's what it was when I was growing up in the 80s and the 90s. Black niggas didn't become handsome to Tyson Belfort and Tay Diggs was in the late 90s, 2000s. Yellow niggas been ruling from the 70s to then. Right. Yellow girls been ruling. Halle Berry, Jasmine Guy. Nigga, all yellow women, homie. They started putting black bitches in these videos to Bunny the Body Slayer, whatever her name is. So let me just finish. So nigga, so I intentionally made biracial children. For one, I didn't want nappy head kids. I didn't want my baby with no weave, no nappy hair, and putting a white woman hair on their head.
I don't like women with my complexion. I like light-skinned women. I want you to be lighter than me. I love African-American women, but I just don't like my skin complexion. Black people, my complexion, we too gutter. Light-skinned women, they more sensitive, you know?
Some dark-skinned women out here sensitive.
No, they too tough. They too tough. Light-skinned women, we could break them down more easy, you know what I'm saying?
Like that? Are you on that?
I ain't gonna lie. What he say? I'm already black. I don't need no black bitch.
Right, that's what he said.
Throw your hand. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I can't have no cut. Like, I know if I'm fucking with you, I'm black and fuck, right? I'm black as shit.
Yeah, black is beautiful though, man.
So I know if I fuck with a black bitch, we gonna have a black ass baby.
So?
I ain't with that.
Now, to be honest with y'all, I just chose the first few clips of colorism and anti-blackness specifically directed to black women, and even more specifically, monoracial black women that I found. There are literally thousands of clips that I could have chosen from. Maybe even millions if we're talking about across all social media platforms. And it was exhausting. Imagine that exhaustion going on forever, because that is how black women feel every day, especially brown to dark-skinned black women. But before we can even talk about the colorism and anti-blackness, and I mean the kind of anti-blackness that is only directed to black women, we got to define it. Now, colorism is the practice of giving more value, safety, and power to people with lighter skin than to those with darker skin. And although colorism has its roots in slavery, it has morphed into something else with the assistance, dare I say, encouragement of black men and also their non-black partners, and oftentimes biracial offspring. Now, I'm not saying that all biracial individuals participate in weaponizing these dynamics, including colorism, against fully black or dark-skinned people, but it happens a lot, which is why you see things like this.
My assistant and my hairstylist and my best friend and my pet fucking orangutan.
Now, let me say that in my opinion, the majority of colorism and anti-blackness that is specifically directed towards black women is due to black men's self-hatred. They perpetuate the very thing that was used against them as a weapon, and it was also used against their community by other people. And what they do is they turn around and do that to the very women that birthed them. And this colorism that black men show, it is so deeply embedded in their souls that they don't even mind perpetuating it while they have daughters that have their features and complexions, which are the very things that they are degrading and is a part of them. And I think a perfect example of this is when 50 Cent and Lil Wayne had that podcast basically saying that black women weren't good enough and they wanted exotics, somebody that looked like they were off the boat and not these plain looking black women. And Reginae went on Twitter talking about how she was black and beautiful and she was enough in response to her father's crazy comments and laughing at that ideology that black women were less than. Crazy. And really, to be honest, that behavior is a huge indicator of how broken black men are and how they refuse to live in reality. Because number one, you have a daughter that is a huge supporter of you. So proud to be your daughter. So proud to be your child. She uplifts you all the time. And you can't take your colorist hat off for a moment to think about how your words will affect your child that you claim to love? What? Or think about this, or think about how the majority of your supporters, or at least a large majority of them, are dark-skinned black women. You don't care about the people that are making you money either. And then number two, and this is something that I see often, some of the most colorist individuals that I have ever seen in my life are dark-skinned black men. They are aggressively disrespectful to the women that possess their exact same complexions. And it's like, how come black is beautiful on you, but not on me? How come I deserve to be put down at the bottom and stomped on because I'm dark, but you're dark and you don't? You should be pedestalized. What? And my thing is, if you look at quite a few of the clips that I showed y'all, if YouTube let me keep it all in there, they were dark-skinned black males aggressively being colorist and shaming black women for having the same skin tone that they wake up and look at in the mirror every single day. Because I know you're not going to sit there and hold a microphone to my face and ask me why I'm so black as you are the same type of black. What? Where they do that at? And side note, this is just something I've witnessed. You guys can tell me if y'all don't see it. But what I've noticed in my life is that most of the time, this complex hypocrisy is not the same with light-skinned black men. It's not that light-skinned black men can't be colorist. I'm just saying that I very rarely see light-skinned black men shaming light-skinned black women. So, and even if it's not their preference, even if they don't prefer light-skinned black women, you very rarely see them shaming light-skinned women for being light. And what I think is, I truly believe that black men have a very deep self-hatred. They hate themselves in a way that black women do not, regardless of the complexion of the black woman. Because if you think about it, you think about how many times black women have pedestalized dark-skinned black men, how many times black women have pedestalized black men in general, said there's nothing like a black man. I don't even like these other races of men. They can get lost. I really just want a black man. Think about how unusual it is to hear black men make the same proclamations. And it's not that I haven't heard any black man say that, but if you notice when a black man says it, and I say this all the time, it's a big deal. He's blowing up. He's getting thousands of views. He's getting a platform, all simply for saying, oh, yes, I like black women, or I prefer black women. It's such a big deal because that's not something that you see unapologetic pedestalization of the black woman from black men. However, it's a everyday thing, just an average thing when it comes to black women. And make no mistake about it, I know that we have women on YouTube, women on Twitter, women on Instagram, women on TikTok that talk about black men and getting away from them and doing this and making strides and dating out. And I'm not saying that you can't do all that. I'm not saying that you shouldn't do all that. You should. But keep in mind that a lot of these black women are faking the funk. Honestly, the majority of black women are deeply male-centered still. 80% of black women, if you really want my realistic numbers, 80% of black women are like this. So we'll never be able to really do what we need to do until that's unpacked. But that's a whole nother topic. That's just a whole different topic. So let me just say that I really do believe that black men take out their self-hatred out on black women. And I really wish that when black men do this, even though I don't think that black men are aware of themselves in the way that black women are, I think they can afford not to be aware because they have black women giving them a constant supply of love, pedestalization, uplifting, mammying, energy vampiring. So they don't have to think the way that black women do because black women aren't getting any of that. But what I do wish is that the dark-skinned black man would think critically and ask themselves why they think that a complexion that is scientifically on record as having the most health benefits is inferior in any way. You should want your melanin to the highest that it could possibly be. But ask yourself, or I wish that they would ask themselves, who have you seen attempt to implant the idea into the heads of melanated individuals that they are inferior? And ask yourself, why would they do that? And ask yourself, am I weak or buck broken because I have decided to believe that people that wanted me to hate myself, now I'm going to turn around and believe what they have told me about myself? What? And then also think that the very melanin that you hate and despise about yourself having is the very melanin that they wish that they could have. And I also think that there is a one drop component in this ideology as well, because we all know that you do have light-skinned black women with two black parents, as in like a Mariah the Scientist. But I also believe that the inclusion of biracial, mixed race, and multiracial people, considering them black, has even further deepened the effects of colorism. Because back in the day, it was a red bone and a light-skinned black woman. And that term was used strictly for monoracial black women with lighter skin tones. Now, once you started adding the Lottos and the Doja Cats and calling them black and calling their complexion light-skinned when they were simply the daughters of whitey women, that caused even more insecurity and even deeper-seated complex colorism issues in the black community. Not to mention that those biracial people, and not all biracial people, but certain biracial people, a nice percentage of biracial people, were able to see the complicated color dynamics specifically in the black community and were able to weaponize their whitey or light complexions to be at the top of a racial hierarchy that technically they shouldn't even be included in, while actively being racist towards monoracial black people. And that's something that they never try with the other side of themselves, because the other racial groups don't play like that. And even more specifically, biracial and multiracial women were able to simultaneously take from the culture and get inspiration and copy the swag and persona of monoracial black women while maintaining a barrier and sitting on a pedestal and pretending to be better than and almost exempt from criticism from said appropriation due to the one drop rule and hypo descent. So it's like when monoracial black women say something in the milk ain't clean right here, you doing these things, they are microaggressive or macroaggressive, or you're playing in my face, you're calling me a gorilla, you're calling me these things, I don't like it, you're not supposed to be right here in this space. Now it's, oh, what? I'm just like you. So, and that just like you, even though it's not true, that is strictly coming from, once again, the one drop rule and hypo descent. And we see that very, very thing happening today, which is why you saw the clips. As long as YouTube didn't make me take them out, okay? So as long as you saw the clips about, Natalie Nunn calling black women gorillas, just like Lotto did, and using terms like ghetto black B-word, or even Claudia Jordan saying that all she could see of the black people were their teeth and eyes. Crazy. I don't even understand how she has a platform to do anything after saying something like that. But then even further into the biracial conversation, and this is something that people don't really want to talk about, but we have to. The majority of them, unfortunately, have self-hating black fathers that push all of their self-hatred and their idea of black inferiority onto their children, and then have those children confused and unstable in what to believe and think about themselves. And that confusion and instability oftentimes projects it out to the black community. And they're saying, oh, I'm not black enough for the black people. I'm not whitey enough for the whitey people, or whatever side of them that it is. And they're wondering why they're not getting this reception from black people. But really, they're not understanding that what they're projecting is the self-hatred and instability of their fathers. And I even put another clip in here. Hopefully you guys can see all of these clips that I'm talking about. But even with the Charleston White clip, where he said that he had biracial children with a non-black woman because he hated himself and his hair. Then he talks about nappy hair and talks about having children with this non-black woman so his children wouldn't look like him or have the hair that was growing out of his scalp. But then this man, which is crazy, this same man is always hooting and hollering about why do black women wear wigs? Acting like it's so ignorant, because you act like you just didn't say that you specifically sought to erase your offspring from having your texture hair and the texture of most black women's hair. So if you don't like it and you feel that it's ugly, and a lot of black men out of your mouth say the same thing, then why are you confused about black women and their complicated feelings about having kinky hair? Make it make sense. It's just like, It's like, what do you think that black women are thinking about themselves and their hair when black men say these things constantly and consistently? And with social media now, it's everywhere for everyone to see. It just doesn't make any sense. And not to mention that if you noticed in the Charleston White clip, when he talks about the quote unquote dark-skinned black man coming into style and being desirable, he only mentioned black men. He never mentioned dark-skinned black women. He never said that they were attractive and desirable and now they're on a pedestal. No. And that's because he doesn't believe that they are. He doesn't believe that they can be, because he doesn't think anything positive about dark-skinned black women unless they can mammy for him like his wife, or unless he can use them as an example to try to drag black women and say, look at these dark-skinned black women. They don't love themselves. Look at these wigs that they got on. Look at this. Look at this. Look at what they're doing to themselves. And, you know, for anybody that would nitpick me, he half-heartedly mentioned the video vixen. That I don't feel like that even counts. And then when you look at the Kodak Black video, you have a man, which Kodak Black is not even a man, in my opinion, but he's talking about light skin means that you're easier to be preyed upon. Oh, we can break them down easier. Why are you trying to break down anybody? And why do you think that because you're light skinned that means that can happen? Do you know where that thought process comes from? House Negroes? Like, I pray for the education of black men. But let me just keep going. That ideology is right out of the 1800s. Insanity. And these are the men that have public platforms to affect the minds of the black community, to influence and whatever. It's just nuts. Or you see black men like Too Short sitting there at his big old age, uplifting biracial babies and putting them as the pinnacle of beauty simply because of the erasure of melanin and the erasure of fully black features. And, you know, I'm not saying that black women don't have their own struggles with self-image and internalized self-hatred, but the type of low racial self-esteem that is constantly and consistently displayed with black men, I don't see that coming from black women. And I already said earlier, black women have a problem with pedestalizing black men. And that right there is because black women see themselves in black men. But that's a whole nother topic as well. But let me just say that the fact that there is almost a deep hatred and resentment towards black women for having the very features that they possess is a scary, special type of terrifying. It really is, because how do you hate me for being your reflection? So what have I done wrong? All I've done is look like you. What are we talking about? And the open ignorance of what that kind of racial violence does to the psyche of black women disgusts me. It really does, because black men are always critiquing and criticizing everything about the black woman and calling out our insecurities or what they may perceive to be our insecurities without pouring anything into the black woman. And also preying on our insecurities to get in the draws of other women. Because I'm going to say, you know, that video that I just showed y'all, the clip of the black man telling this whitey woman that black women's hair stink and black women are ghetto and all of this stuff. Like, the fact that you would degrade black women to get cookies from non-black women is insanity. Because whenever black men perceive black women to be engaging in that type of behavior, they go crazy. Like, well, they'll say, oh, look at her. She's being nice to that white T-man. She would never be nice to us like that. She would never listen to us like that. They go completely insane. But you can sit there and degrade and dehumanize somebody that looks, you can degrade a group of women that you come from, because the only way you got here is through the womb of a black woman, and sit there and degrade them for what? Some heifer in a cheap hotel, looks like a Motel 6, Studio 6, one of them $50 a night hotels. Yuck. It's really crazy. And let me just say that this video is actually very difficult for me to make, because it's so frustrating to see the play that the world is doing and see the play that black men are doing, but see so many black women not recognize it. And I know what it would take for things to improve, but I know that the majority of black women are not ready to do it. So it's just upsetting to me. But let me just keep going. The fact that black men were poor, they will pour into women that will never do the same for them, or they will simply look at them as sex objects, is really wild. And this constant attempt to humble black women, and only humble black women as a collective by black men, is also disgusting to me.
Can you take the makeup off?
People, you're
Take off your eyelash.
You're praying.
Take off your makeup.
You're praying because you got cheated on 1, 2, 3, 4.
Wait, watch
1,
this.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Wait for it. Wait for it.
Jumping.
And I'll bring my natural hair Indian woman in here now.
And then what?
she looks like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 on your blog.
But the crowd got silent. The crowd
Out
got
here with
silent.
fake hair, fake
The crowd got silent.
eyelashes. You, my fair lady, haven't even had your legs open wide enough yet to even think you can speak to a man like me. So, a bit of advice. Go put your legs on some shoulders. Go swing from some chandeliers. Go get some life experience. And then come
And I really hate how black men and the world tries to always question the beauty of the black woman, or act like a black woman has to be a 10 out of 10. She needs to prove her beauty when every other race of woman is allowed to be mediocre, mid, whatever, and still not be dragged by the men in her community. They're able to pleasantly be mediocre, pleasantly be mid, and nobody says nothing about it. And I have no idea why this standard is for black women. And because my thing is this, is that ain't no way you gonna tell me that people because I haven't seen it, the other races of people are clamoring for their women to remove their makeup to validate their beauty. But every time and everywhere I go, I see black men expecting black women to do that. And you're not doing it because you really plan on, if she takes the makeup on and she looks good, to say that she looks good. The only thing that you want to do is humble her and be like, no, you're ugly, you could never be beautiful. You're not, look at you. That's the whole game and that's the whole play. So any woman giving into that and taking off the makeup, you're really just doing nothing but giving them what they want, which is a way to control you and still demean you at the same time. And this constant criticism, in my opinion, has damaged the majority of black women, because you're not going to tell me, and hopefully YouTube has let me keep this clip in too, but I see a UK video of a black male rapper with a white tee and a black woman sitting on either side of him, and he talks about how he wants to snow bunny and says yuck to the black woman, and she just sat there and filmed that scene. And my thing is this, when you think about that, because people could be mad at her and say, oh, she shouldn't have did that. Why would she do that? She's so stupid. She's a bird brain and all of that. But think about this. Do you know how disconnected you have to be, or how used to the degradation you have to be coming from black men to actually sit there and film something like that and also actually believe that it's okay? Black women are the only flower that is never watered but expected to bloom and to be beautiful. Every other race of woman is poured into to some degree, but black women are degraded and dehumanized for things that we cannot control by a group of males who have completely failed at things that they can't control, and we're just supposed to accept that and accept all of the critiques and accept all of the let me lead you, I know what I'm doing, let me tell you what to do. How in the world do you know what to do when you can't even create anything for yourself, for your children, for your women, for your mothers, for the women in your community? Nothing. You haven't done any of that in at least the last 50 years. So what are we really talking about? Why is all of the focus simply on black women? Now, although we cannot stop or fix the black man and his love for his oppressor's ideology, we can do something else, and we have to focus on what we can change. We can change ourselves. Black women have got to pour into each other, create a sisterhood, pour life into each other, affirm each other. There should be spaces where monoracial black women specifically are able to talk and share their unique experiences openly and freely without judgment. We have got to be the ones that break this cycle of broken indoctrination. Black women also have got to stop being male-centered, and also they've got to stop pedestalizing non-black women, aka the Cardi B's. We have also got to stop waiting and yearning for someone else to validate the greatness that resides in us. I don't know, y'all. I don't want this video to be too long, but I just really felt like I just wanted to validate the colorism and anti-blackness that I see directed to specifically monoracial black women. It's just, I don't know, it's just so frustrating. And the fact that we are constantly gaslit about this, and people will say, oh no, that's not what it is. That's not what it is. That's not what y'all not experiencing that. Or they'll say, well, what's that got to do with us? It's just very upsetting. And you know what? That's a whole nother topic in itself. Let me just keep going. Let me just say that we as black women, we've got to water ourselves. Okay? We have to. And I want you to know that we can do it. This isn't something that we can't do. You who's listening to this. Yes, you, sister. Yeah, you and I have to start with ourselves. My beautiful dark-skinned sisters, my beautiful brown-skinned sisters, my beautiful light-skinned sisters, water yourself and water a black woman that you know, and I will do the same. And don't forget your daughters. If you got some girls, make sure that you specifically water the heck up out of them. I love y'all so much. I love you, black queens, from infinity to infinity. So I'ma digress. If you watched this whole video and you truly enjoyed it, then please do me a favor and drop a 100 down below in the comments, because I am keeping it 100 about everything that I'm telling y'all. We got to do this. And if you can't donate to my Cash App above to help support the channel, that's no problem at all. Just do your girl a free favor. Follow your girl on my second channel, Certified Overreactions. I know I've been slacking over there. Just let me get it together. Just let my birthday pass. It's coming up soon. Let me let that pass, and then we'll get cracking on it. So give me about another month and a half or so, and I'm going to get on there. I apologize. Also, if you guys can follow your girl on the tickety to the talkity, I do live stream there. Also, follow your girl over here on this YouTube channel. Okay, become part of the family if you haven't already. Hit that subscribe button and hype my video up. And if you really like a sister and you really want to help a sister out, become a member, because it's a lot of things that I want to do with this channel, that I want to do with my platform, that I want to do for black women. But right now, I ain't got the bread to do so. Okay. So become a member if you can. And if you really, really, really love your girl, and you do want to see exclusive podcasts that are just too messy for me to put on YouTube, then go ahead and slide over there to Patreon. That's where I put my messy stuff that you can't get nowhere else. So follow your girl on Patreon. The link to my Patreon is in my community tab over here on YouTube. And I just want to say once again, as always, Black queens forever. Now let me stop playing. I just want to say I love y'all so much. I really do. And everything that I do is for y'all. And I just hope that I can make everybody, every single solitary Black woman that listens to me know how special and beautiful and unique and queenly that she is. I really hope that I'm getting through to y'all because you are the bomb. Yes, you. I know that's old. Do anybody say the bomb anymore? I don't think so. But look, you, sister, you are the bomb. Okay, I'm about to date myself. And you are all of that and a bag of chips. Okay? But anyway, if you have something to say about this, I hope that y'all do. Please drop your thoughts, comments, and feelings down below.